Hello, I'm Dr. Oliver of the Department of Philosophy and Religious Studies at MTSU. And it is almost time to begin philosophizing, co-philosophizing. I call my version of the intro course CoPhilosophy, based on a statement of William James, my favorite philosopher, who said, "The pluralistic form takes for me a stronger hold on reality than any other philosophy. It's essentially a social philosophy, a philosophy of co." And so, like co-pilots and collaborators, we are co-philosophers in this course, meaning I expect to hear a lot from all of you and look forward to that. I've got a longer version of my introduction on our blog site. Just click on Listen. But in this on this platform, the video platform, I'll just say this, that we kick things off on Thursday, the 26th, with some introductions. I will invite you to post and verbalize when we gather on Zoom your answers to some very basic questions like, who are you? Why are you here? What do you think philosophy is? Do you have a favorite philosopher? Do you have an easily summarized personal philosophy? Something maybe like Sally Brown's. She said, no. That's my new philosophy, just no. She was a pessimist. I'm not. I'm Dr. Oliver. I live in Nashville with my wife, with two dogs we rescued in 2018, Nell, a sweet and gentle pit boxer, and PETA, a sweet and feisty dachshund lab. They're in the next room. You're liable to hear them at any moment when somebody walks by that catches their eye. On the other hand, I just walked them and said they're probably passed out for the time being. But I have an older daughter who lives in L.A., unfortunately, at this time, in my opinion. The pandemic is really raging out there. She's staying safe. Younger daughter is one of your peers at MTSU. And my office, if I ever get back into it, is 300 James Union Building. Of course, haven't been there much lately and don't expect to be there much this semester either. We'll be conducting our affairs on Zoom and on our blog site, CoPhilosophy2.blogspot.com. So who am I? Well, I've been teaching at MTSU since the early 2000s, teaching philosophy courses on diverse subjects, including atheism, childhood, happiness, the environment, bioethics. What else? Oh, I've got a long list. If you stick around long enough, you end up teaching many subjects, like the future, epistemology, metaphysics, identity, Anglo-American philosophy, consciousness, bioethics. I already said that, didn't I? Anyway, I'm always open to working with students one-on-one. If there's some philosophical topic that we don't have a course on that you're interested in, let me know. Maybe we can work something out in some future semester for you to pursue your studies in that direction. My PhD is originally from Vanderbilt. I'm originally from the St. Louis area. Went to Mizzou for my undergraduate degree. My philosophical expertise, such as it is, centers on the American philosophical tradition of William James, John Dewey, and others. But what I think you mostly need, or what I would like you to know about me today, at the beginning, is that I am a peripatetic, and I will encourage you to be a peripatetic too. If you don't know what that is, well, you can look it up, you can ask me. I hope we won't just talk about it, I hope we'll actually do it. Yeah, we'll explore that later. I post my thoughts regularly, not only to the course blog site here, but to my personal blog site known as Up at Dawn, and to others. I'm also on Twitter, @Ossifer is my handle there. You're free to follow me. You're free also not to. That's actually a philosophically important qualification, because as Brian Cohen told the throng of people who thought he was the Messiah in that film, Life of Brian, you don't have to follow me and you don't have to follow anyone. In fact, you should learn to think for yourself if you haven't already, and that, to me, is a big part of what philosophy is good for. empowering and encouraging people to think for themselves, to use their own reason, their own understanding, and to draw on their own experience in deciding what they believe and what they wish to do and how they intend to live. But as I say, we'll get deeper into all those things and many others. Do read the rest of the post that I've just extracted these few remarks from under Introductions on our blog site, cophilosophy2.blogspot.com. Post your introduction, read your classmates' introductions. Don't forget to include your section number 4, 7, or 8. That would be the 940 class for section 4. Section 7 is the one that meets at 1 p.m. and section 8 meets at 2:40 p.m. beginning on Tuesday, the 26th of January. And in the meantime, I look forward to getting to know all of you. You need to acquire 3 books right away. They're all small and cheap, at least as comparative textbook prices go. And you could access them all in even cheaper editions, e-text, Kindle version, or audible version, whatever you like. But the first substantive thing we'll do once we get past the introductions on Thursday the 28th is we'll take a look at Socrates and Plato, the old Greek philosophers. And there's a little book called The Little History of Philosophy, where I am asking you to read the first chapter. There's also another little book called How the World Thinks. Take a look at the prologue and the introduction, or the first chapter. And another book, Fantasyland. I'm told by the Phillips bookstore they may not have it in yet. So I'll get you caught up on what you need to know from the early chapters until you can get a hold of it. But again, it too is available in a cheap digital version or audible version. So plenty to look forward to reading and talking about, and it should be fun. If we can just get past the next couple of days and get past the presidential inauguration intact, and I'm sure we will. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.